Hi, third graders. We're going to check our work for DLA day 1 and day 2 because yesterday we didn't have school. That was Monday, and today is Tuesday. So let's start with Monday. Which word has the same sound as the OW in cow? So this OW makes the ow sound. So we have blow, know, and frown. So in this one, it makes the long O sound. No says the long O sound, but in frown it says ow. So I'm going to circle that. If you got it right, give yourself a star. Number 2, correct these sentences. We is watching carefully to learn how to put the life jacket on. So we're going to start we, and then since it's more than one person, we use are instead of is. We are watching carefully to learn how to put the life jacket on, and it's a statement, so we put a period, and your sentence looks like this. We, capital R, watching carefully to learn how to put the life jacket on with a period. If you got all of those right, give yourself a star. Number 3, the officer said, "Do you know how fast you was going?" Okay, let's start with the officer said. So this tells us that somebody is talking. So let's see what he said. Do you know how fast you was going? Well, first of all, this is a question. So he asked a question. So I'm going to take out the word said and write asked. The officer asked. Then after the word asked, I'm going to put a comma because I'm going to start quotations after the word said. Actually, after the word asked. Then I'm going to make a capital D because this is the beginning of the question. Do you know how fast you were going? And then quotation marks at the end after the question mark. So your sentence should look like this. The officer, so capital T, the officer asked, comma, quotations with a capital D. Do you know how fast you were going? Question mark, quotations. So if you need to pause the video to fix something, please do. And if you got it right, give yourself a star. Okay, number 4 and 5 I'm going to combine because it's asking if the guide words, meaning these two words would be at the top of the page of a dictionary, which words would be on the page. So it's asking for both 4 and 5. So these are the two words that tell us how the words are in alphabetical order. Hike would be the first word on that page in alphabetical order, and hit would be the last word on that page. And it's asking which one of these in both 4 and 5 would be on that page. So here's how I'm going to show you how to do this. I took the word hike, since that's the first guide word, and then I put all of the other words from lines 4 and 5 into a list, and then I put hit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the words in between, or I'm going to put these words all in alphabetical order, and we're going to see which words fall between hike and hit in alphabetical order. So when I look, I notice they all start with an H, so I'm going to cross that out. They also all have an I as the second letter, so I'm going to cross those out. So we're going to go to the third letter, and I'm going to highlight the third letter of each word. We have K, N, J, G, R, D, S, L, T, and T. Ooh, lots of letters. So let's put these in alphabetical order. So the first words that I see, or the first letter that would come closest to the beginning of the alphabet is the G in this one. Let me just double check. Oh, I'm sorry, D. That's what I thought. So I'm going to write up here the word that has the D in it, and is the word hide, and then I'm going to cross that out. So now we can go to the next letter, which would be the G right here. So I'm going to write the word high. And then I'm going to cross that out. So now I have a K, N, J, R, S, L, and T. So I see that the J would come next. So I'm going to write the word that has the J, high, jack. Then I'm going to cross that out. So then I see that the L would come after that. So I'm going to write the word hilly, Hilly, and cross that out. Then I have an N-R-S-T. So then I see that the N would come next. So hinge, H-I-N-G-E. Oh, and I totally forgot my K. J-K. Sorry, guys. So actually, after the J, we would have the word hike in here. Forgot my main word, so I'm going to cross out hike. It would go here because H-I-J and then K. Okay, now I need to go to R, S, or T. R, S, or T. Right, the R comes first. Then S, the word with the S is history. And then we have history. Did I skip one? I skipped a word somewhere. Okay, so in here we have two words that have the letter T as the third letter. So we're going to put hit next and then hitch. And I skipped a word because I have this word over here. Okay, so this is how those words look in alphabetical order. So since number 4 and 5, it's asking which words come between hike and hit, I'm going to circle hike. So hike would be right here and hit would be right here. So the words that fall between those are the words that would be on that page. So we have hilly, hinge, higher, history. So let's look here. So hilly, hinge, higher, history. So those 4 words would be on the same page with the guide words as hike and hit. Okay, that was a long one, but if you got those right, give yourself a star. If not, go ahead and fix those. All right, so I just want to see a check mark at the top of the page to show that you checked this one. And let's go to Tuesday, day 2, which is today, and let's look at the directions. It says, does the underlined adjective, remember adjectives are describing words, does it tell which one, what kind, or how many? So let's look. Number 1, I ordered a large pizza to be delivered. So the word large is describing the pizza. So does large tell us how many pizzas we got? Does it tell us what kind of pizzas we got? Or which pizza we got? So it tells us we got the large pizza. So it tells us which one. We got the large one, not the small one. And it doesn't tell us what kind, because that would be like pepperoni or sausage pizza. And it doesn't tell us how many, because that would be like a number, like 3 or 4 or a few or many. There are 7 pages missing from my book. Okay, so, oh, by the way, if you got that one right, give yourself a star. So we're talking about pages. 7 is describing pages. Does 7 tell us which page, what kind of page, or how many? And this one tells us how many. Because how many pages? 7. So if you got that right, give yourself a star. Okay, number 3. He don't like no vegetables, fruits, or nuts. Okay, let's start with he. Needs a capital letter. Don't needs an apostrophe between the N and the T. No needs to be any. And then vegetables, fruits, and nuts are the 3 items in a list. So we're going to separate vegetables with a comma, then put a comma after fruits, and a period after nuts. So we have 3 items in our list with 2 commas, and this is what your sentence should look like. He, with a capital, doesn't, with an apostrophe, like any vegetables, comma, fruits, comma, or nuts, period. If you got that right, give yourself a star. Number 4, Mother asked, what time is you gonna be home today? Okay, let's start with mother as a capital M, because it's the beginning of the sentence. And she asked something. So this is what she asked. So we know we're going to have dialogue. So we're going to separate who's talking from what she said. So I put a comma. and quotations. And I'm going to capitalize the beginning of her question. What time is you gonna? So I'm going to take out is you gonna, and I'm going to put are you going to? What time are you going to be home today? Question mark. And then quotations at the end. Whew, that's a lot. So this is what it looks like. Capital Mother asked, comma, quotations, capital W, what time are you going to be home today? Question mark, quotations. If you got all that right, give yourself a star. And then the last one, number 5, says, my mom is making me a dress for the dance. Does this take place in the past, present, or future? So we need to look for the verb. And is making, is that showing that it already happened? It's happening right now, or it will happen in the future. This is happening now in the present. So if you got that right, give yourself a star. All right, since number 3 talks about vegetables, fruits, or nuts, I want to see which one you like the most. I would like you to draw a picture of that here. So I really like cherries. Those are fruits, so I'm going to draw myself a bunch of cherries. All right, I want to see what your favorite fruit, vegetable, or nut is. All right, good job, boys and girls, checking your work, and we'll see you next time.